So what's it really like living in Birmingham, Alabama? So what's it really like living in Birmingham, Alabama? If you've ever wondered about day-to-day life in the Magic City, here's your inside look. We're talking about food, weather, jobs, and everything in between. The real life pros and cons of living right here in Birmingham, Alabama. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Adam Snow, a local real estate agent here in Birmingham, Alabama. Every week I post videos about life in Birmingham, the best places to live, and what you need to know before making the move. Today we're talking about what it's like to live in Birmingham, Alabama, and the surrounding communities. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with the food scene, because if you watched any of my videos, you know how I had to bring this up again. The food scene is insane in the best way. If you're a foodie, Birmingham will not disappoint. We've got James Beard Award-winning chefs, nationally recognized restaurants, and all kinds of cuisine. From fine dining at Highland Bar and Grill, Helen, Bottega, and Blueprint on 3rd to more laid-back spots like Bamboo on 2nd or even Gio Marco's. It's hard to pick a favorite. Even outside of downtown core, you've got places like Oak House in Chelsea, easily one of the best date night spots around and only 30 minutes south of Birmingham. We love taking our son out to experience different foods and new parts of the city. Honestly, no matter what kind of food you're in the mood for, we've got it, and it's probably one of the best versions of it. Honestly, this video would be way too long if I named every restaurant that is amazing here. So if you're watching this and you need recommendation for a certain type of cuisine or a certain location, hit me up. I'll point you in the right direction, because again, it would be way too long of a video if I talked about every single spot that is fantastic in Birmingham. Next, let's talk about cost of living, because this is one of the big reasons people love living in Birmingham, especially if you're raising a family. I've talked in depth in some of my other videos, but it's worth repeating. When it comes to finding a home that fits your budget without sacrificing quality of life, Birmingham really stands out. Whether you're looking for a cozy starter home or a larger house with room to grow, you'll find well-priced options, especially compared to other major cities in the Southeast. Let's take a look at some of the neighborhoods that are popular with families. In places like Homewood, Vestavia Hills, Trustful, you'll find tight-knit communities, great schools, and easy access to parks, walking trails, and local events. It's the kind of place where kids ride bikes, neighbors know each other by name, and there's a strong sense of community. And if you're looking for a little more space, areas like Chelsea, Helena, and Gardendale offer larger homes, bigger yards, and still keep you close to good schools and safe neighborhoods. All this at a lower price point. And here's something that really sets Birmingham apart. Alabama has some of the lowest property taxes in the entire country. So not only can you buy an affordable home, but you're also saving thousands of dollars over time on property taxes. It means more of your hard-earned money stays in your pocket, not going to other places. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're upgrading to fit a growing family, Birmingham gives you a real choice. You're not stuck choosing between affordability and quality. You can have both, and this affordability goes beyond housing, groceries, gas, utilities, even dining out. They're all more budget friendly than what you'll find in bigger metro areas. It adds up to a lifestyle where you can live comfortably, save for the future, and still have room in the budget for fun. Everything is close. Commuting is another major win when it comes to living in Birmingham. In a lot of the larger cities, it's not unusual to spend an hour or more sitting in traffic just to get to work or run a few errands. But that's rarely the case here in Birmingham. Most people enjoy commutes that are 20 to 30 minutes or less, which means more time for family, hobbies, or relaxing at home. If you live in neighborhoods like Homewood, Mountain Brook, Forest Park, or Vestavia, you can be downtown in under 10 minutes. Even during those peak times, traffic tends to flow pretty well, especially compared to places like Atlanta or Nashville. And even if you're coming in from suburbs like Hoover, Trustful, Helena, or even Chelsea, it's still manageable. You can usually get to downtown or UAB without spending your whole morning on the road. Another big plus, parking is generally easy and affordable. Whether you're heading to work, grabbing dinner, or downtown, or just meeting friends at a brewery, you won't spend 30 minutes circling the block or paying $40 just to leave your car somewhere. Many offices and venues have their own lots or nearby decks, and meter parking downtown is usually easy to find, especially outside of business hours. Now, I will say if you're driving to, say, Chelsea after work or coming into work during those peak hours, you are going to hit some traffic. 280, pretty close to the summit, and then even kind of south of that, and then 65, kind of where downtown Birmingham meets to about the Hoover or so exit, it can get backed up during those rush hours. It's important to kind of miss those times if possible. And they don't last all the time, just kind of during those peak hours. So just something to keep in mind. If you're going farther south, you might hit some traffic. But for those more immediate Jefferson County cities, like I named Homewood, Vestavia, kind of the downtown areas, Mount Brook, traffic really isn't that bad pretty much all the time. It's just when you start to travel farther south to some of those other areas. If you love spending time outside, one of the biggest perks of living in Birmingham is the incredible access to parks, trails, and natural beauty. Whether you're into hiking, biking, fishing, or looking for a quiet spot to walk the dog or let the kids play, the Birmingham area is packed with outdoor spaces that make it easy to enjoy nature without going far from home. Oak Mountain State Park is a local favorite, and it's one of the biggest draws for outdoor lovers. Just a short drive from the city is Alabama's largest state park, offering over 50 miles of trails, lakes for fishing, paddleboarding, lakes for fishing and paddling, horseback riding, and a sandy beach area for summer fun. There's even cabins for weekend getaways as well as other campgrounds. They have bike trails, BMX trails. They really do have it all in this one. Closer to downtown, Ruffner Mountain Nature Preserve offers a peaceful wooded trails with views of the city skyline. It's perfect for everything from a light afternoon walk to more a serious workout, and the quieter, more natural setting makes it feel like a hidden retreat right in the city. Red Mountain Park is another gem. Built on a former mining site, it features over 15 miles of trails, scenic overlooks, zip lines, and even old mining ruins. It's a great mix of outdoor adventure and Birmingham heritage. For something more relaxed, Jefferson Park in Mount Brook is an ideal for stroller walks, bird watching, or a quiet jog along its 1 mile concrete trail. And then right in the heart of the city, Railroad Park gives you 19 acres of green space and walking paths, water features, playgrounds, and regular community events. And then across the metro area, you'll also find great neighborhood parks like Homewood Central Park, Veterans Park in Hoover, and Wall Park in Vestavia Hills, each offering playgrounds, sports fields, picnic areas, and room for kids to just be kids. In each city around Birmingham, there is a great park for kids. If you have any questions about any of that, send me a comment below and I'll reach out to you. One of the standout perks of living in Birmingham is incredible access to top-tier golf courses. Whether you're a seasoned golfer or just enjoy a casual round with friends, Birmingham delivers with a wide range of beautiful, maintained public and private courses. For public play, Highland Park Golf Course is a local gym, Alabama's oldest golf course, and a favorite for downtown residents. It's walkable, convenient, and offers skyline views along with a fun, approachable layout. Bent Brook, just outside of the city in Bessemer, provides 27 holes of consistently well-kept fairways and greens. It's also one of my favorites. It's because I like to be able to hit it way on the other side of a green and hit it all the way back. Bent Brook is a great one for that. While Oxmoor Valley, part of Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, brings dramatic elevation changes and gorgeous views on both its ridge and valley courses. You can also head out to Oak Mountain State Park for a more relaxed natural rounds surrounded by forest and lakes. For those seeking a country club experience, Birmingham's private courses are among the best in the region. The Country Club of Birmingham and Mount Brook Club offer historic, challenging layouts and beautiful grounds. Pine Tree Club in Irondale delivers a warm, family-friendly country club environment. And if you're looking for a destination-style course close to home, Ross Bridge in Hoover is one of the longest courses in the world and part of the luxury resort estate. Greystone Golf and Country Club, which holds the region's tradition of the PGA Championship Tour, features 2 championship courses. The Purcell Farms is about an hour from Birmingham, offers a scenic, high-end golf retreat. If golf is a part of your lifestyle or something you've always wanted to explore, living in Birmingham gives you access to a vibrant golf community, incredible variety, and some of the best courses in the Southeast. Birmingham's job market has been steadily growing, especially in healthcare, finance, and tech. Major employees include UAB, Children's Hospital, Regions Bank, SHIP, Southern Company. There's a strong presence of education, medical, and remote work opportunities, and the cost of living makes it a great place to start or grow a career with a high-pressure price tag. Birmingham currently has a 3.4 unemployment rate compared to the national average at 4.2%. The average household income for all of Jefferson County is $64,000, which is a little lower than the national average at $70,000 per year. As of the end of last year, Birmingham's job market continued to grow at 1.1% increase in non-farm employment over the last year. While slightly lower than the impressive 3% growth from the previous year, the steady increase reflects Birmingham's resilience and long-term economic potential. I have a full video about the job market, so check that out for more information. Another big pro of living in Birmingham, the sports scene. Whether your family's full of diehard fans or just looking for fun things to do together, there's no short of exciting games and events year-round. Let's start with a classic family favorite, the Birmingham Barons baseball game. They play at Regents Field, which is located right across from Railroad Park in downtown Birmingham. The stadium is beautiful, clean, and has incredible views of the city skyline. Plus, it's super family friendly. There's a kids zone, which is inflatables, and a mini baseball park, so the little ones can play while you enjoy the game. There's just something timeless about sitting in the stands on a warm summer evening, eating a hot dog and cheering on the home team. And with affordable ticket prices and frequent promotions like firework night, theme game night, and family night, it's easy and fun night for a whole family. Now, if soccer is more your speed, you've got to check out Legion, Birmingham's professional soccer team. They play at Protective Stadium, and let me tell you, the energy is electric. The fans are passionate, the atmosphere is welcoming, and the games are exciting from start to finish. Even if you're new to soccer, the experience is just flat out fun. It's fast-paced, family-friendly, and a great way to spend a weekend evening surrounded by local pride and team spirit. And then there's football, which runs deep in Alabama and Birmingham. First up, we've got the Birmingham Stallions, our professional football team in the UFL League. The Stallions have been dominating the league, winning back-to-back championships in just a short amount of time. The games are at Protective Life Stadium, are high energy, and they've really helped bring a pro football vibe to the city that families can enjoy together. And let's not forget UAB football, home of the Blazers. They've got a solid program as well. And let's not forget there's also some great high school football as well. Vestavia, Hoover, Homewood, they all have great football teams. So something to check out as well. If your family's into motorsports, the Barber Motorsports Park hosts major racing events throughout the year and is a thrilling place to visit. So whether it's baseball, soccer, football, basketball, racing, or golf, Birmingham has a vibrant sports culture that families can get involved in. And even if you're not that big of a sports fan, the atmosphere at these games and events is great. So something to go check out if you're living here. Winter's another plus, especially if you're not a fan of harsh, freezing cold weather. One of the perks of living in Birmingham is that you get to experience all 4 seasons, but without the extreme lows you'll find in a lot of parts of the country. Winters here are mild, with daytime temperatures often hovering in the 50s and 60s. Even in January and February, snow is rare. When it does happen, it's usually a light dusting that melts by noon and has everyone excited like it's a snow day event. You'll have the occasional chilly morning where you want a coat, but for the most part, a light jacket or hoodie will do the trick. Like I said, usually January, February is our coldest months, and in those months, we get 30 degrees, 20 degrees, sometimes in the teens, but that doesn't happen that much. Usually 20s is the coldest it gets, and then sometimes when we stay in the 30s. But again, January, February are kind of those coldest times. By March, we're seeing temperatures in the 60s. So if you're someone who likes a little more seasonal variety but could do without the heavy snow and freezing temperatures, Birmingham weather is definitely a win. Of course, no city is perfect, and Birmingham has its downsides. Birmingham is located in an area that's prone to severe thunderstorms and occasional tornadoes, particularly in those spring and late fall months. While not every storm produces a tornado, there's definitely a risk, and the city experiences severe weather warnings several times a year. For someone that's not familiar with tornadoes or the preparation that they require, this can be quite intimidating. Tornadoes are often unpredictable, and the safety precautions can sometimes feel overwhelming. So if you're not used to it, severe weather conditions, you might want to consider this when you're thinking about moving to this area. But the city is well prepared with emergency systems in place. You, like everyone else, will get used to keeping up with the local weather authorities like James Spann. It's always a good idea when looking at a house to consider the trees around the house. Larger pines are always something to consider because they seem to be the most prone to fall down during bad storms. It's also never a bad idea to have a house with a basement. This is a good area to go during bad storms. Lastly, looking at how the land lays out, is there a slope to the house? Does the basement crawl space have water prevention things in place? I don't want to make it seem like these kind of storms happen all the time, but during those peak months, they are definitely at a higher risk of happening. Heat. While Birmingham has a lot going for it, there are a few challenges to consider, and one of the biggest is weather. And let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Birmingham has some seriously hot, humid summers. If you're not a fan of the heat, this could very well be a deal breaker for you. Temperatures during the summer regularly soar over 90 degrees, and with the humidity, it can often feel much hotter. sometimes pushing into triple digits. And let's be honest, there's just nothing worse than a hot, humid day. It's just sticky. As soon as you go outside, you sweat. That can be the summers in Alabama. It's just part of living here. It's just one of the things you get used to, but there it is. It's hot. You know, one of those days where you just walk outside and already start sweating. You can like swim through the humidity. Yeah, it's Alabama. I've lived there all my life. You never get used to it, really. It's just something you deal with. But yeah, it's hot here. That's just part of it. Pretty much, I'm videoing this right now in May. Right now, it feels great. It's probably been in the 70, 80s, but come like June, really into like September, sometimes October, I can remember being at Halloween and it's still being hot. Not June, July, August hot, but still kind of hot. But yeah, that June, July, August, September, really, it's hot. It's just hot. That's just part of the nature of the beast. But you get used to it. And like I said, you get the benefit of having very mild winters, but with that comes hot. So don't want to scare you off, but it is hot. Another con to be aware when living in Birmingham is that, like many cities, crime can be an issue in certain areas. Over the past few years, there's been a noticeable increase in instances, especially when it comes to property crimes like car break-ins and theft. There's also some areas that have experienced higher rates of gun-related instances as well. That said, these concerns tend to be localized, with much of the reported crime happening in specific sectors of the city. Many neighborhoods throughout Birmingham remain safe, family-friendly, and welcoming. As with any city, it's important to be aware of your surroundings, lock your doors, and stay informed. Tools like neighborhoodscout.com or local crime maps can be helpful resources when you're learning more about the local areas or deciding where to live. Law enforcement agencies are working hard to address these challenges, and for most residents, staying cautious and informed is enough to feel secure in their daily lives. Just like anything else, a little common sense and awareness can go a long way at maintaining peace of mind. Now, I can't go into specifics because of fair housing law, but if you visit some of these websites like I mentioned, they'll give you an idea. You can pretty much see on a map kind of where these areas are, and they really are localized to specific areas in town. But a lot of the cities I've mentioned before, crime really isn't that big of an issue. Most of the news that you hear about Birmingham is really localized to specific areas, and as long as you're not in those areas and you don't travel to those areas, you're usually okay. But again, if you have more questions about that, I would love to point you in the right direction. Like I said, I can't give you specific areas because of fair housing law. They limit what a real estate agent can talk about, but I can definitely put you in contact with the right places to look so that we make sure that you're going in the right direction. That said, Birmingham still offers a lot of pros. There's a strong sense of community in many neighborhoods. People know their neighbors, show up for school events and host block parties or cookouts. And location-wise, you're close to the beach, the mountains, and the bigger cities like Atlanta and Nashville, which makes day trips and weekend getaways super easy. So that's what living in Birmingham is really like. It's affordable, laid back, and filled with charm and personality and opportunity. Whether you've been here forever or just getting settled in, it's a city that feels personal. And I feel like that's hard to do these days. If you're interested in learning more about certain areas or need professional help buying or selling, please reach out. I'm always here to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.